What's it been like for you guys so far?
It's been a normal week. Our schedule changed a little with the bye week, so we've had extra practices. But outside of that, it's been a normal week, just normal practice schedule.
Just looking back to that Alabama game when you came in, what went through your mind when you had to go in there for the first time? First you played all year, first you've been able to play all year. Just what was going through your mind at that point?
I was excited, thankful for the opportunity. My goal is to go out and execute, and of course, continue to improve as we did going into South Carolina. But I mean, right now we're focused on Kentucky and getting win number 5.
What is your next step for you? What do you need to? What are you focused on trying to get better after? I mean, obviously you put up huge numbers in South Carolina. What's key for your next step?
Number 1, consistency. I need to do that every time I step on the field. I need to improve my timing, rhythm just with the receivers after not being able to throw with them for most of the season. So we've definitely improved with that after practice and during practice, and we're growing. And then just staying on the same page as the O-linemen, with the O-linemen and with the running back, so just coming together as an offense.
With the consistency, is it a mechanical thing? Is it just focus thing? What would you label as key for you to becoming more consistent?
I feel like I've been consistent, but to continue being consistent, I got to continue making the plays when they're there. That's the number 1 thing.
People always talk about kind of the next man up theory, and when somebody gets hurt, somebody has to come in. What were you able to do when you thought you were redshirting? What were you able to do to prepare yourself to be able to make the impact you were able to make right off the bat once you came in?
I just continued to prepare as if I was the starter. Starting last year, I knew how to prepare. I knew how to prepare to be a starter on Saturday, so I can continue that preparation. I fine-tuned some things that I went over with Coach Jake and was able to improve those, and they've helped me out so far. I got to continue to do that.
Josh, Coach Jones, he continues to be pretty critical of your practice habits and still trying to push you to get better in practice. How many strides have you made? How have you gotten better? What do you still need to do?
Obviously, everyone has room for improvement, so I'm working on that every day. My goal, as I said, is to stay consistent, continue to make the plays when they're there, continue to execute. Obviously, we have a lot thrown at us, so continue to execute the game plan. And Coach Jones obviously wants to push me every day, push me to be at the best quarterback as I can be. I mean, that's his job, so I'm thankful for that, and I'm just doing that every day.
You okay with that? The fact that he's always, still saying, he doesn't want to keep too much praise. He said he didn't want to crown anybody yet. He keeps on you.
Oh yeah, that pushes me to continue to work hard. It's definitely a tough game, and it changes every week, so you can't get complacent. So with him pushing me, it keeps me from getting complacent. It keeps me on my toes, which I have to be to play quarterback in the SEC.
Did you see any stress points in the Kentucky defense watching them play Georgia on Saturday?
They're obviously a very stout defense. Georgia runs a little different offense than we do, but there were some similarities. So Coach Jake has game planned, and our goal is to go out and execute it the best we can, and if we do that, we'll come out victorious.
It's an interesting matchup. They come in hungry for a win, trying to get that 6th win. You guys need 2 more, 3 games left. Is there a certain sense of hunger for both teams, you think, entering this game?
Oh yeah, definitely. We're both teams that haven't been to bowl games in a while, and we're definitely fighting for the same goal. So our goal is to go out and get to 5 wins. They stand in our path. So our goal is to do whatever it takes to move them out the way and get win number 5 and then move on from there.
Just maybe your own personal college football playoff, I guess?
Something like that. Coach Jones definitely says 3-game playoff. We want to win all 3 games, obviously, so we got to start with this one. We got to come out Saturday ready to play.
Josh, when you look at those defensive men, how difficult does that make it for a guy like yourself that's been able to get out of the pocket? Do they do a good job of keeping guys contained, or have they been losing some contain and letting guys get out?
I feel like they've done a good job. They're obviously very athletic guys, very disciplined guys, and they've done a good job playing similar offenses to us, like Mississippi State. So our goal is to, as I said, just to execute. We know the task that's ahead of us. We know that they're very stout guys, so we just got to do our job and focus on our goals.
Josh, you had a pretty good game against Kentucky last year. Do you draw any confidence from that this year?
Oh yeah, of course. But again, every game's different. They've made some changes. We've made some changes. So it's a different year, different game, and different, I guess, pressures on the line with bowl game bursts. So my goal is to stay focused on this one game ahead of me.
Josh, can you comment on Pick Howard and just what a target he's been for you?
Oh, he's done an excellent job of getting open and making great catches, as we saw at the end of the South Carolina game and throughout the game. He's definitely made a lot of plays. Me and Pig's timing is has gotten better over the course of the past couple weeks. So our goal is to continue to progress with me and him and with the entire receiver group as well.
Schematically, do you see many changes in the Kentucky defense this year than 2013?
They have made some changes. I know second year in the program, just like here, changes are made schematically. So we've definitely adjusted to those, and we've noticed them obviously through film. So we just got to execute now.
Josh, how important is tempo to this offense, and why was it so good at South Carolina that you guys were able to get like 100 snaps?
We pride ourselves. We call ourselves the fast and furious. So obviously tempo is a big part. Being fast, getting sub 20-second snaps, that's our goal. So we push the tempo a lot. We might slow it down a little third down, but our goal is to push the tempo and keep the pass pedal going. And if we do that, we'll be able to sustain drives and put up points.
What about the Kentucky defensive ends? I think Smith and Dupree, they both look to be pretty solid players off the edge.
Yes, sir, they are. As I said, they're definitely very stout players, experienced players, obviously. So they definitely bring a lot to their defense, a lot to their run game, a lot to their pass rush. So we definitely have to account for that.
I think it's if you have Marquez back out there this week. I know he's a good friend of yours, roommate. I mean, it seems like it's a guy you'd be on the same page with. A lot of nice security blanket to have out there.
Oh yeah, of course. Obviously, I don't want to get focused on one receiver. My goal is just to go through my progressions and protect the football. But having Marquez out there, we've all seen the plays that he's able to make in the pass game, and he also does a great job blocking on the edge with his big body. So having him out there would be awesome.
For what y'all were able to do against South Carolina without Marquez even being out there, how much of a testament is that to sort of the depth that's being built on that offensive side of the ball? Because I don't know if y'all would have had a game that explosive last season without him. Like that.
Definitely, for sure, this year we have a lot of depth. A lot of people are stepping up, especially the youth with Josh Malone. Pig continues to step up. Vaughn has stepped up. Our tight ends have stepped up. So our goal is just to continue making plays, continue executing, continue to follow the game plan and competing.
Okay, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
No problem.